Hi guys, just a quick apologies before I start. There's about 20 of you that have been blocked from making comments on my videos. You've done nothing wrong, it's nothing personal. I've made a cock up. Sorry about that. You've probably promoted some of my videos, and in my effort to get rid of a couple of pirates, I've put about 20 people on the block list, and I've lost the list. So if you're one of those, I can only apologise. I will rectify the matter. As you can't contact me, if you get a friend to send to my inbox your name, I'll do my very best. You'll get my personal apology, and I'll try to rectify the situation. Sorry about that. My stupidity with computers, guys. Okay, then why am I showing this this generator? I acquired this a few years ago. It's a Honda. I don't know the model. It's an absolute cracker. It does 110 and 240 out. This socket I put on, and it's very handy indeed, and it's come in for a great deal of use. But I acquired it because the guy gave up on it and said it wouldn't run, and he thought there was ignition problems. So just in case you happen to have something similar and it won't go, it took me an awful long time to find it, and I found it by accident. There was a couple of leads that came out of the CDI and disappeared into the engine. I didn't quite know what they went to. Anyway, I noticed that the engine was very low on oil, and there was an oil light on the front, but that wasn't showing. But anyway, just by accident, after a lot of tracing around and messing about, I topped it up with oil, and hey presto, first pull it ran. Anyway, it transpires there's a safety feature. There's an oil level indicator, not indicator, an oil level sensor within the sump, and if there's insufficient oil, it kills the CDI, in other words the electronic ignition. So bear that in mind. If you've come across one of these, just check the oil level. Well, it's a beautiful day, and Doris is afloat, so we'll take her out and do a little bit of fishing. I've got a new lure that I want to try out. Don't know how successful it will be, but we'll have a go. Anyway, we'll get on board and see how we get on. Okay, well, I'm on board. Turned on the fuel, turned on both batteries, turned on the water, check for diesel. We'll switch on the system, bit of throttle, we'll hit the button. Sounds nice. Okay. I'm using very light gear, small multiplier, a light rod. We're doing a slow troll. I'm using a very realistic looking shad, about 4.5 inches long. We'll see how we get on with it. The old echo sound is showing up, the odd one or two. We're in shallow water here. As I say, it's easy early in the season. We'll run out to my favourite little island and see what's there. Well, the kettle's on. We've got a full tin of hobnobs. Haha! Can't be bad. Well, here's a better look at the shad. They've got a very realistic sheen to them, very flexible. Well, I wonder how much they're made to catch anglers and not actual fish. Anyway, we're going to give these a go this season. Kettle's boiling. Where's the hobnobs? It looks like over there someone's lost their dinghy. I can't get in too close. lot of bird activity over the island there. Let's go and investigate. These guys close in, running amongst the withies, are dredging for oysters. Romford Navy's out in force. Don't look it up, Romford hasn't got a navy. That's a derogative term. This red boat is an IP-24, I think it is. And this is a guy that used to own Doris. Oh, that's very nice. One old boy said to me, if God had intended these boats to be made of plastic, he'd have made plastic trees. So far upriver. Surveying, I believe. I was fishing here yesterday, and this colony of gulls on this small island, the noise was horrendous. Behaving themselves today. Looks like you guys are running out of land. I think that's why they call them bird tides. Oh, she's been running 7 hours on the trot. Apart from a bit of an oil leak from the final drive, it's an absolute little booty. The actual gearbox is a reversing epileptic gear, and the friction bands want a bit of adjustment, so she's quite warm. And I think it's the heat. As you can see, we've got some oil dribbles just here. Not much, just from these bolts and this flange along here, oil, and a few bits along the side dribbles. But it's all relatively minor. And I believe what's happening is the heat generator, we're building up pressure within here. Because where I've sealed it and cured it, it comes up somewhere else. So I'm going to drill and put a relief valve or a vent in this cover. I did just gingerly run it with the cover off. Took me a little while to get cleaned up. Wow, what could be better than this? Whoa. Well, this has got to be better than doing the washing up. I love it. Not much activity yet, but we'll keep trying. Let's try over there. Well, at least I've got it to myself today. That's something. Kettle's on. Come on, I want me tea. So does he. I'm back on my mooring, blow me down. There's a couple of fish turned up on the echo sounder. I'm only in 8 foot of water. One positive signal, look, and the unfilled fish symbols, it's a 2-beam echo sounder, fish finder, and the unfilled one are on the wide beam to the periphery of the search area, if you like. Anyway, we've caught no fish today, but I think it's looking promising. A few more weeks and we'll be back. I think I've fixed the problem. I've put a piece of white plastic and curved it underneath the entire gearbox, so I see any signs of drips, and it's directed into the tray. I put a small hole in the top of the filler so that no pressure can build up within here. I've had this cover off, made up another gasket, given it a quick spray, as you can see, and there's not a hint of any oil anywhere. So we'll keep our fingers crossed.